So welcome everyone back to our Kabbalah journey. We've learned some of the most powerful concepts of Kabbalah, and from this point on, we're going to have a lot more fun, and we're going to learn a lot more practical aspects of how you can use this wisdom. So I want you to think about it for a moment. What did we learn so far? We learned about the concept of the light of the Creator. What's the light? I want you to think about right now, what are things that you want? Just think about them. What do you want? I want physical things, I want spiritual things, I want love, I want energy, I want attention, I want to be big, I want to be famous, I want to be in control. All those things you want are energies, right? What makes us feel good? It's energy. That energy, we gave it a name. We called it the light of the Creator. Now, if I connect to that light, I will be able to get all those different types of energies coming to me. If all day long I run after those energies, then you will see, for some reason, which we'll explain, those energies will run away from me, right? Haven't you seen, like in a relationship, the more you run after it, it runs away from you? So the Kabbalists taught us that we should pursue the light of the Creator through the system of what we call Kabbalah, to bring that light into our life, and then that light will help manifest all the physical things and spiritual things that we want in our life. We also learned that each one of us is a simple desire to receive. We want stuff. I want stuff. I want things to come into me, my life, make me feel good. And of course, I want to use them to share and make the world a better place. That goes without saying. But that's what we're composed of. We are souls that want energy. More specifically, we want the light. We learn that we don't have the light. Why? Because we didn't earn the light. So we came down to this physical world to earn the light. The last concept you learned was a pretty interesting concept. It's the whole idea of tikkun. Do you remember? Do you remember what was tikkun all about? Tikkun means correction. What did you come to this world to correct? Each one of us has a unique aspect, a flaw, if you will, a unique flaw that we have within us that we need to transform. We said it can be fear of abandonment, fear of not having enough, jealousy, anger, hot temper. It can be if a person is insecure that people are talking about them all the time. If a person always feels unstable. If a person is afraid to be vulnerable, to share his true self, to share his heart. All of these things can be tikkun. What is your tikkun? I want you to take a quick 10 seconds and ask yourself, what is it about myself that is my tikkun most likely? And I'll give you a hint. It's that reactive feeling, that urge, that impulsive aspect of yourself that comes out that you don't like when people push your buttons, when the wrong people come into your life. And you all of a sudden feel negative and selfish, or you do something that's unique to you. That's probably your tikkun. So take a quick 10 seconds and think about it for a moment. What is the unique purpose of why you came to the world that you need to change? Okay, so as you've seen, we all have something about ourselves, something that we're running away from, something that deep inside of us we try to hide. And it's usually something that comes out when we're under a lot of pressure. You know, obviously when we're sitting on the beach, having a little Mai Tai, feeling good about ourselves, we don't see what our tikkun is. I don't see what my garbage is. Yeah, I love the world. I want to give light to the whole world. I care about everyone. It's when we're under pressure, when the hotel room is not ready, when we're sitting on the tarmac in the airport, when it's raining on my brand new suit or my brand new dress. That's when my tikkun starts to come out. When I'm hungry and people want my attention and people want me to talk to them when really I have my own thing to do. Then you start to see, wow, the reactive feelings that are coming out. The selfish feelings that are coming out, that's my tikkun. And it wasn't there when everything seemed great and felt great. Of course. When you're in love and you have this amazing relationship, you think you're going to find your tikkun that easily? No. It's going to be 1 or 2, 3 months later when the love starts to die down. You don't have that amazing energy. You feel a little empty. And then all of a sudden you see, wow, all I want is to get complimented. And he's not complimenting me anymore. So my tikkun is fear of never being loved. All I want is attention and for him to talk to me or be around me. So maybe my tikkun is fear of abandonment. You start to see all these things about ourselves that show us what our tikkun is. And it's usually going to be shown to us when times are difficult. And that's why the Creator gives us difficult times. It's not because I deserve it or I don't deserve it. Don't play that game. Tikkun needs to be shown to us. We need to see what we need to change. So many times the Creator puts us in challenging situations, in difficult situations, so that we can see who we really are. But it's his fault. It's that guy's fault. Hey, if he didn't come into my life, I wouldn't be upset. The reason why he came to your life is to show you have that issue. That's all. So don't blame the Creator. The light just wants to come into our life. So instead of just giving us everything for free, which we never wanted in the first place, the light sends us challenging situations so we can see what it is about ourselves that we need to change. And then once we change it, or slowly begin to change it, then the miracles start to come into my life. Miracles, by the way, that last a very long time. Soon we're going to learn a lot of tools of how you can find your tikkun and also deal with it. Right now, I just want to set the foundation. You need to know that the minute that you start to learn about your tikkun, you start to see the garbage inside of you, even though we start to not like ourselves and we feel like we're bad or selfish, that was always there to begin with. But the minute you begin to see about yourself who you are, already the light starts to pierce the curtain. So even though we may not feel good, the light's starting to come and it's creating a reality for me that will eventually end up in miracles and wonders. So trust it. Don't worry. Don't feel bad. It's coming. So now I want to talk about what is the most powerful way that I can find my tikkun. So if you have a pen and paper, I want to give you a little bit of a workshop to do. And if you're sitting at home, make sure you do this workshop. And for those of you who feel, I'm not going to do the workshop, I'm just going to hear what he has to say, trust me, maybe your tikkun is you think you know it all. So take out the pen and paper and do the assignment. Now that you've got your pen and paper, I want you to write down something very simple. I want you to write down what are the names, right, the first and last name, of the most annoying people in your life. People that you don't like, people that bother you. It can be people that you love so dearly, but they get under your skin and they bring out the worst in you sometimes. You know, people that when they come into your life, you get angry, you start getting all fussy, or people that come into your life that cause you to be shy and nervous and weak or meek. So write down the names of those people. Okay, I'll give you a second. Just write down the names, first and last, in one side of the paper. Now, right next to each of those names, I want you to write down what is the emotion that comes out of me when I'm around this person, when I hear this person's voice, when they come into my life. What is the emotion that comes up? Is it fear? Is it jealousy? Do I start to look at this person and say, oh, I wish I had what they have? Maybe it's not malicious, but maybe you just want something that they have. Do you start to feel weaker than they are? Do you start to shut down and go inward? Do you start to become overbearing and try to take control? Write down all the different issues or emotions that come out of you when you're around this person. Now, I want you to think about another concept. Just take a moment to think about what I'm about to say. Why do we have so many people in this world? You know, wouldn't it be easier if we just had one or two people to work on their tikkun and bring all the light in, and that would be it? The vessel shattered into billions of pieces. Why couldn't the vessel just shatter into 2 pieces? Or 1 piece? Just one person work on his tikkun. Why not? And here's a great secret that the Kabbalists share. Why do we have so many people around us? Very simple. Like we said before, the people that are in my life, my parents, my children, my spouse, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, the people that are in my life, all around me, there's only one reason they're in my life. To show me my tikkun. To upset me so I can see who I really am. I need to see who I am to change it. And if I didn't have people around me to interact with, to challenge me, to criticize me, to upset me, even if they're wrong, most of the time they will be wrong. Doesn't matter. It's not about being right. Do you want to be right or do you want the light? Let them be wrong, but at least let them show you who you are. The emotional reactions that come out, the insecurities that come out, the fears that come out. When your boss is putting you down and you feel less than, when your employee is doing better than you and he gets praise and you don't, and you feel jealous, take a moment. Look at that. That's happening for a reason. They're showing you what is your tikkun. Amazing. Wow. Thank you. Now I can see who I really am. Now that I can see who I am, I can change. And if I change, miracles will come. What miracles? There's no miracles. Everyone doesn't like me. Everyone's giving him credit. I'm not getting credit. That's the illusion. That's the illusion that most people live in. That it's all about, I need to get the credit. I need to figure out a way that people can like me. Nonsense. Let that go. Remember, we're trying to live in a bigger reality. We're trying to live on another level, on a quantum level, on the level of the light of the Creator. You will never be powerful if all day long we're just looking for people's approval or coming up with little schemes to get people to like us or that we can get credit, if that's the issue you're working on. We're learning a bigger picture. Bigger picture is, wait a minute. Take a moment. What kind of emotional reactions are coming out of me? Wow, I'm a jealous human being. I want to have control more than them. I'm afraid that I will not have. I don't trust the light. I don't trust myself. I feel that I'm less than. Amazing. That's my tikkun. Write it down. Just by recognizing it, already the light is coming in. So you're learning that the first real secret when it comes to tikkun is that people exist in my reality to show me who I am. Either by just upsetting me to bring out my reactions, either by having them come into my life and just tell me what's wrong with me, or just being around. Let them be around and see what you feel. They are showing you who you are. If you blame them, you miss the whole point. And here's something even scarier. The more people you blame and remove from your life because they make you uncomfortable or they show you things about yourself you do not like, I'm just going to remove this person from my life. You know, I just dated a blonde Scorpio, a white-collar person. I'm never going to date another person like that. I'm going to push them away. They just always upset me, hurt me, made me feel bad, didn't treat me well. I'm never going to date a person like that. Maybe you shouldn't date a person like that, but think about it. If you just blame it on them, anywhere you go in the world, you will meet the same person. Maybe there'll be a brunette Aries, who knows? But it will be the same person. It will be the exact same person who will awaken the same tikkun in you. And that's why people live so many years suffering sometimes in relationships, the same negative patterns of relationships. How many relationships have you had? They were always the same. Different people, same issues, same discomfort, same problems. Because there's something about ourselves we need to see, and that is called tikkun. And now we're going to start to take inventory. If you go back to all your relationships, think about it. How did you feel? What emotions came out? Start taking responsibility for it now. Start making a list of what's my tikkun. I'm going to give you tools that will help you work on that tikkun. Powerful tools that the Kabbalists gave us to go at a soul level to change it. Absolutely. But first, recognize the evil within. Recognize the garbage that we have within us. Rav Ashlag, the founder of the Kabbalah Center, always shared that the first step of spirituality is to recognize the garbage that we have within us. Do you recognize it? Do you recognize it? Take a moment now and really find out who you are to recognize the garbage within. And slowly we're going to give more and more tools of how to tap in to that light that's within you.